So I would say the difference is one of length and two of emphasis, right? So the Apostles' Creed is the shortest one, okay? And as Alvaro was mentioning earlier, it's the one that you could say is summarized into just 12 points,
Right.
okay? From there, the kind of story has come up that, how did it come up? Well, each apostle contributed one article. We really don't have evidence for that, but the church has never like argued against it in a sense, right? But it's the shortest one. It's the one that you could say is the most condensed. If you recite the Apostles' Creed, so let me start again. If somebody asks you, what do you believe as a Catholic, and you are to recite the Apostles' Creed, you will not have left out any doctrine that a good Catholic holds. Everything is contained there.
All right.
Now, the Nicene Constantinopolitan Creed now came up because some people started objecting. I said, as we were mentioning earlier, no, Jesus is a bit less than the Father. Or the Holy Spirit only comes from the Father, which is, what he was reading just now a few minutes ago here. The Holy Spirit only comes from the Father. And the Nicene Creed says, no. He comes from the Father and the Son, and he is adored and worshipped together with them because he is also God, right? So this Nicene Constantinopolitan Creed addressed a number of these issues that had come up. Remember, this is already 300 years after, almost 300 years after Jesus had risen into heaven, etc., and the apostles had been, preaching. St. John died in 100 AD. So 200 years since the last apostle has died, people are beginning to ask questions, and some people are misinterpreting or explaining wrongly, etc. Now, the Athanasian Creed, which from what I have read is also not very correctly named, because it is not very clear that Saint Athanasius is the one who actually composed it, but we will still use it, is another creed that now goes on into even more detail. It is even longer than the Nicene Creed, and it emphasizes two things: the Trinity and the human nature of Christ, or the divine human nature of Christ. So the first half of it, which is almost 2 pages long, is just speaking about the Trinity. So the Father is eternal, the Son is eternal, the Holy Spirit is eternal. But there are not three eternal beings, there is one eternal being. The Father is omnipotent, the Son is, and it goes on, etc., etc. So these creeds many times came up as a response. It says, no, the Father is greater, the Son is not, the Holy Spirit only comes, and basically they were trying to address all of these, you could say, doubts or concerns or wrong explanations that came up. So the three creeds are different. They all say the same thing at the end of the day. The first one, to my knowledge, is the Apostles' Creed, and the most recent one is the one of St. Athanasius. So that's the way I would distinguish the three.